And the truth is, people don't really talk about the struggles that you might come across as someone who is starting your YouTube channel in 2024. As we all know, everything has changed, everything has evolved. You can't start your YouTube channel like you could start your YouTube channel 10 years ago. Hi guys, welcome back to Serene and Stylish, where we talk about all things skincare, femininity, how to level up in life and business. So today I want to dive in the real struggles of starting a YouTube channel in 2024 or trying to grow your YouTube channel in 2024. And let me tell you this. Before I started my YouTube channel, I thought all I have to do is just press record and press upload, and that's it. But let me tell you, it's not as glamorous as you might think. And the truth is, people don't really talk about the struggles that you might come across as someone who is starting your YouTube channel in 2024. As we all know, everything has changed, everything has evolved. You can't start your YouTube channel like you could start your YouTube channel 10 years ago. So right now, you really have to invest in good equipment. That's lighting, a good camera or a good phone, good lenses, and all that. Also, improving on your editing skills. So if you have basic editing skills, you really have to work on them. So if you have been overwhelmed with all that, editing, exporting, transferring files, and everything else, trust me, I've been there, and I feel like most YouTubers have been there, especially the ones who are handling all their YouTube business by themselves. Because right now, things have actually changed. YouTube can end up being a main job for someone, especially if they really invest in it. So most of the time, there are people behind the camera who are going to handle all the nitty-gritties of, coming up with a good YouTube video. If you're wondering how some of these people get very good quality videos, there's probably someone at the end of the, corner who is doing everything else for them. But I'm very sure the people who are doing it by themselves and have made it their main job, because something about YouTube is that you have to dedicate your time. Let's start with editing. I really want to talk and break them down properly so that you can know what you will be getting into or the things that you really have to improve on if you want to grow your YouTube channel. Editing can be a massive hurdle for beginners, especially if you're just starting. No one talks about how difficult it can be managing storage, exporting files, cutting, learning how to cut the videos and insert, the little interesting things in it, zooming in and all that. It can be very tough and it can take you hours. And when you finally get a hang of it, the next thing that you have to work on is improving the quality, which requires you to maybe invest in good quality, gadgets so that you can have good quality videos. The pro YouTubers make it look simple, but I promise you, the behind the scenes is a real hassle. It's tough. You just need to have the patience of, learning and taking things slowly. So the best advice that I can give you when it comes to editing is take your time, learn a new skill every day, and just build yourself towards having good quality videos. Let's talk about the cost of equipment, okay? Let's talk about money. Now, if you're starting out, you can just start very simple, but at the end of the day, you'd have to invest in good sound. So you definitely have to get a good mic, a good quality camera. You'll have to invest in good lighting, like I said before. There are very many things that you really have to look into. A good software so that you can edit your videos. Because one thing about the free softwares, they're very limiting. You cannot really be free when you're editing. You can't just try everything else, yeah? Because you have to pay for it. And the bar in 2024 has really been set so high, because if you compare yourself, and I know comparison is the thief of all joy, but if you compare yourself to these pro YouTubers, you might feel like you're not really doing anything. But the thing is, the only difference between them and you is that they started early, so they learned it early. And they just did it before you. You can literally just start anytime and just put all your time into it, especially if you just have a part-time job. It will be very easy for you to handle, the hassle of knowing how to come up with a very good quality video and good content. Some people say you don't have to have a good camera, you don't have to have very good quality content so that you can stick out on YouTube. But here's the thing. When you see someone thriving on YouTube and they haven't invested in all that, is because what they're trying to give us is organic content, and it's rare to find. It's something that, it's just rare. So they just stand out, because they're doing it, they're maybe probably doing something that hasn't been done before. And as we all know, the niches right now are slightly saturated. We can talk about skincare, makeup, beauty, hair, entertainment, you know, it's all saturated. So you have to do something that makes you stand out if you're not going to invest in all this for you to, you know, to have a success on the YouTube journey. And that comes to the pressure of being unique. And the thing is, I feel like sometimes you can just look at the YouTube space and you see people doing the same thing, but you have to really find a way to stand out, you know, finding your niche. And this is when it comes to, if you're starting, just do everything else. Just do everything that comes into your mind. And the type of videos that are going to be doing good in your channel, maybe you can choose that as your niche, or the type of videos that you really enjoy doing and they're doing well, that could also be your niche. So when you're starting, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just try to make good quality videos, give out good content, you know, and just throw your videos out there and then see the outcome and the feedback, then you can pick it up from there. Now let's talk about consistency, because everybody always seems to talk about consistency, and this is the hardest part, because you really have to sacrifice time for YouTube if you really want to succeed in it. So you need to upload regularly, engage with your audience, and maybe keeping up with some trends, but that's not really important. And also balancing your YouTube page, because you don't want to be uploading one video after 6 months or 10 months. Okay, so you need it to be well balanced. I've done that before, but because sometimes I was just disappointed, I was like, okay, my YouTube channel is not really growing. I feel like I'm not doing, I'm doing a lot, but I'm not getting the result. But just looking at other YouTubers, I thought, well, I'm not doing a lot. I'm literally not even doing the basic stuff. That is why I'm not making a success of it. All I need to do is just put work in it. And because I noticed one thing, once you start posting regularly and it's valuable content, the algorithm, or FYP, I think FYP is for TikTok, but YouTube recognizes you and it will try to recommend your videos to people who are looking up to searching it up, or where it's easy for somebody to find, you know. So if you have less content, the chances of your videos being seen by just anyone is very rare, because once you are, you know, all over YouTube and you're trying to be seen, definitely YouTube is going to pick up on it and one of your videos is going to be up there. I have a video that is going at 95,000 views right now, which is incredible because I think it's 2 years old. Also, I've seen it grow, and the thing is, growing takes time. It can be very slow, but I promise you, once your video is out there, it will grow, especially if it's valuable content, because that's what people are looking for, you know? So you have to keep in mind that YouTube will reward consistency, and even if you're feeling like burning out in the first few months, you just have to remember, like, one day it's going to pay you for it, because let me tell you, it can be very tiresome and frustrating and overwhelming, and you feel like you just need to see the results as quick as possible, yeah? But you have to take your time. Just trust in the algorithm or YouTube. YouTube will definitely pay for consistency. So once you've got everything right, let's talk about the importance of quality. In 2024, if your video is not really looking good, people are just going to scroll past it, because you have to make sure that the quality of the thumbnail is really good. Let it be eye-catching. Let it be something that, you know, makes somebody curious to know what's behind that thumbnail. So once you've got everything right, focus on leveling up your video quality. Like today, I'm using my camera. I haven't used my camera on YouTube. I think I've never used my camera on YouTube. I made a video on a traveling vlog, which I'm still editing. It's almost a month now and I'm already a bit frustrated. Hopefully I'll just get through it, because I noticed editing a travel vlog can be quite tiresome, and yeah, it can take most of your time. So that is the only time I used my camera, but now I'm using my camera because I just felt like maybe I just need to start using my camera for YouTube, because that's all I got it for. Another thing is, growth takes time. It takes time. For example, it took me maybe 1 year to grow my YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers. And it was really stressful, because I remember seeing 10 subscribers, 50, 100, 200. So you really have to be very patient, because the growth time of YouTube is very humbling. It will humble you. And this is the thing, you can easily get discouraged when you see the big YouTubers getting very many views overnight, people posting videos in 3 hours and they already have 200,000 views, and then you're like, oops, what am I doing wrong? Is something wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. You just have to be consistent and just put in the work, just do the work, and I promise you it's going to pay. Now let's talk about the emotional roller coaster, the pressure to become really good. And there's no doubt, sometimes you might feel like your videos are not good enough, your content is not good enough, maybe you need to do more, and you feel like, you're just not good enough. But here's the thing, you have to keep on pushing and celebrate your small wins, celebrate your first 10 subscribers, celebrate your first 100 subscribers. This way it keeps you going, because you have to keep going no matter what. Always remember the reason as to why you started your YouTube channel and the goals that you have for your YouTube channel. You have to be really intentional as to why you're starting your YouTube channel. Do you want to make it your part-time job? Do you want it to pay for your travels? Do I don't know, come build your new home, something like that. And you really have to dream big, by the way. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel in 2024, please do. One thing you have to remember, it's hard, but it's doable, okay? It's very possible to grow your YouTube channel. If you found this video interesting and helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and talk about the struggles that you go through as a YouTuber who is growing or who is trying to grow their channel, or who is even trying to come up with their new channel, write them down in the comment section. Also, if you have tips and tricks to make life easier for YouTubers who are still growing like me and you. Anyway, keeping it stylish and serene. See you in the next video. Bye!